it does. Coming out the wick, whack, wiki, pick up a whack, black, jack, that's a fact. Right in the sack behind your back. The funk rhyme and master, blaster. Kicking up in a brainstorm, rainstorm, rap storm, rap form, rap time, rap rhyme, rap class. I'm here to fail the past to continue. Furthermore, the hype tip. I roll and rock and roll, jazz and pop, rhythm and blues, dance and fusion, brain confusion. Look at the lights, what a night on the town. I'm Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. I'm Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. Now back the funk, freak the funk, hype the funk, swipe the funk and all that junk. I get busy on them, communicate with the world, man, woman, a baby boy and a girl. Papa Large, looking out the bombs drop. Take a stride while you're facing arms drop. Stop, look, learn to read, learn to write, learn to talk, learn to walk, and watch your step though. I'm hyping right though, a kleptomaniac, a rhyming psycho, a Ricky Ricardo, a Guy Lombardo, a sporting a rag top, an El Dorado. Step into Hollywood, I swing in the boulevard. The rhymes are game type, I'm ready to pull a card. Jack or ace, king or queen, call me the deuce. I'm pouring out like juice, hitting the top, filling the rim, hitting the trim. I never rhyme like them. On and on, on and on, on and on. Until the break of dawn, I go overtime. Rock the mic at nighttime. Daytime, switching off the prime time. Pacific East flowing back in the West time. Ride the funk with the mic in the East rhyme. Hype and dope, hype and frame, the mic is smoking. Yo, I ain't joking. Rhyme to kill, rhyme to murder, rhyme to stomp, rhyme to ill, rhyme to rock, rhyme to smack, rhyme to shock, rhyme to roll, rhyme to destroy any decoy boy. On the microphone, I'm Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. I'm Papa Large. You dripping sweaty, pumping hard in your neck as I flow and grow from head to toe, singing a style like John McEnroe. This in the morning, serving it with the mic stand like Prince and Michael, coming out with a big band. The crowd is loud. You can play as the manager, run with the money. I pull a trigger and damage her. Kaboom! Take it light but serious. I may sound lyrical and very mysterious. Rhymes are grip tight, programs to kill more. I'm Son of Sam, or could I be Gilmore? Grabbing the mic, you see the darkest shadow. You in living hell with all town to battle. With the funk igniting, hands are riding, brain dividing. I'm coming out excited like I'm Blackula, a better man than Dracula. Spectacular and not irregular. In fact, you are speaking of popular. Rhymes are moving and they can't be stopped. To the beat as it goes to the rhyme that flows like a coconut straw burning up in your nose. That's a bad habit. Stepping out on stage one, drop the mic, come and turn to page one. Look at the master, my rank is higher. With lyrical burns, your brain's on fire. Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. Yo, Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. Yo, Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast. Yo, Papa Large, big shot on the East Coast.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos and Queens, indoor for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Math Label. Yeah.
What up, what up, what up? How's everyone doing? Yeah, I was just waiting to start things up. I'm gonna dip for like 10 seconds. My coffee's almost ready to go. Just boil some water and then we'll get into this. Good to see you, gang. Good to see you, Scam. What up, Harlem? Mic's a little bit lower than the music. I got you. Yeah, I feel like I could turn the gain up a little bit on the microphone. How's that? Sound a little bit better for you guys? Check, chickadee, check. A little bit of a mix of both, I think. One of the problems of living in such a small apartment is that I have to set a noise gate for when my missus is here, if she has friends over or whatnot. Although I haven't been streaming as much on my personal channel as I want to in the past, it just kind of picks up the wrong audio from time to time, so yeah. I've just made an adjustment, it should sound a bit better, but we can make adjustments as we go. The only thing is if you guys got it up at max and you can't hear me at all, then I will make further adjustments. But yeah, I think we're about good to go. So we got a big playlist today. I'm thinking we got a 2-hour stream at the least. Thinking.
Sesher is a parody of skateboarding magazines in the universe of the skateboarding game environment and is entirely a work of fiction. Any likeness to real people or organizations are fictionalized for the purpose of parody and entertainment. The content, views and opinions of Sesher magazine should not be taken seriously by anyone. Sesher is a community project for the Sesher skateboarding community. I spelled anyone wrong.
Sesher, the #1 session magazine. So I think first up we got 5% remaining. Just gonna load this all up first for you. Now I got a late submission from Don't Scam, so if we got time, we can throw that in, guys. We'll just see how everything goes. God, there's so many submissions to go through. Holy crap! I'm just trying to get a handle of the list to see where we're up to. It's called 5% battery remaining. I'm trying to find that in the channel. Just to make sure because like some people's YouTube channels are named differently. Yeah. Oh, I'm still green from last stream. Let me fix that. Let me get that fixed up. Where's that camera? Here we go. We looking alright? Okay, we're looking alright. You can get my massive forehead in there for you boys. There we go. Look at that. Alright, 5% battery remaining is by, let's see if I can find it. Dynamic Menace. Okay. And so we got the Discord overlay. Get rid of that. Boom, there we are. Back to normal. Alright, let's get into it. 7 head. We're going 4 head, 5 head, 6. We skipped 6 straight to 7, yeah? No one loses King of the Hill, Daruga. The way to look at King of the Hill is you're celebrating their favorite trick of everybody. And there's a lot of different subjectivities to it. It's kind of like, who this guy is. I like 107. Let me just get the band going. Alright, there we go. So yeah, with King of the Hill, it's like I think everybody who plays on hardcore has the same appreciation for certain tricks. Like, I really liked last week's kickflip to 50, backside kickflip to 50 down that rail. So it just depends on what you like. The voting system's hard, but we've tried to work on it this week. Will Scott is the guy who's been compiling all of this stuff lately. He's taken over that responsibility from me, which helps me to focus on things like the stream. I'm still struggling a bit with the magazine at the moment on my own, but I've got a little bit more time freed up for that stuff. So big props to Will Scott for that. And we're working on the system. I think a text post for votes is the easiest way to tally things up. And I mean, there's still going to be another rest of the day for that to all get tallied up now. Hey Revenge, what's up man? Thank you for following, welcome to the stream. So we're gonna get this in with 5% battery remaining from Dynamic Menace. Yeah, it is nice to see different tricks, man. Oof, okay. Starting off hard here. Big tray. I was trying trays yesterday, IRL. I don't know how. My mate landed a fakey tray yesterday. Got it on camera, it was so good. I don't know how people flip the board so fast. I got a new appreciation for trays, definitely after trying the IRL. Oh, we've got to fix some of that sound up there, man. These clips are decent, they're filmed really well so far. I appreciate that. I do an ad everyone for the Sesher streams and for the magazines. And it's because everyone who joins the Sesher Discord, you're either there to spam your videos or you're there to participate in the community. So if people leave because of that, everyone, that's their loss in my opinion, because these content reviews can't exist without the submissions from those people. And I feel like the people that do appreciate it do come for the streams, and it's a chance for everyone to sit back and relax and catch up on everything. So yeah, thanks for dropping by, man. Hey, it's all part of the progress, isn't it though, Sesh? Yo, Deuce, what up, man? Thank you for following. I did a review for Session. That was a nice edit there, though. 5%.
Where champion is needed.
Before we get back into this one, I did a review on Steam, and I posted the VXM video to sort of show people what's possible with part of that review in Session, whatever. And I started getting like friend requests and stuff. And then weirdly, I got a friend request, and then straight away someone was like, "Oh, can you send me a gift copy of Session?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, if it's that good, buy it yourself. I recommend it for anyone that doesn't have it yet, though. You got a friend? I would have added you, I'm sure. I pretty much add everyone that's added me from Session, so. Alright.
In a world where champion is needed, comes a challenger. Don't scam!
I swear I ran this last edit review. Did I not scam? I think I did this at the end of the stream last time. I swear I did. That was Rico's map, right? This before? Now I gotta say something. Like, I kind of agree with some of the discomfort about the neons on the rails. The only reason is I haven't yet seen anyone do it in real life, and it just takes away a little bit from the edit. But I do like the creativity in it, so I put you in that category with like Cadboy. It gives us something to think of outside the box, but it's a bit strong in every edit. But I like how you've tinted everything to that purple pink color to suit the neons as well. It does add to the vibe. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Revenge. Oh, was it voice chat? Okay. Morning, Hoon. What's up, man? I love that Seshline video you guys did. Really love that. I put that in official, being the first version of that. I feel like it's really nice just to see something different in Session. Look at that. Was that default wax on that one, Scam? The Seesaw Sizzler. He's doing a loop. You know, he's doing a loop. That's nice. Your filming's getting really good, man. Dude, I don't think many of us need to try. There's plenty of us. That comes natural in the Session community. Oh, highway to hell. Okay. Okay, music got a bit loud there at the end. I think a bit of a fade out would have been nice there, Scam. We got some Wu-Tang here from Bully. What up, Bully? Always grinding, always on the grind, man, when it comes to Session. And digging those pants. You got the pajama pants out here. What was this? King of the Hill 23 or something, that spot? Hit him a lip slide on the curb, yeah? Back over, quick on that bench. Nice. Ooh, okay, in a lip down there. I like that. I like that. Oh, that was a lip. It was over, Willie. Sheesh. Eggs and ham. That's the jam. Always got some comfy stuff there.
I am an elegant beast.
This is from Polo.
A well-mannered monster.
Polo got a quick feature there in the
I will pillage your heart
premiere I did the other night for killing a chaplain. That's what we want to see. More toilet shots, people. That's quality content.
Your moaning will share the same sound.
If you're in here, can we get a few emojis in the Creature Discord for the Sesher stream? Just get some hype on that, guys. A little bit of love. Got a lot of overlays here.
Somebody pray for me. Somebody please pray for me. Somebody pray for me.
I think it might be. I mean, Polo does skate, so I'm supposed to be linking up with Polo maybe in the summer for a skate. So it'll be interesting to meet up with some of the viewers and the community members. Was that like a fakey Smith in a tail? Real pinch?
I tried to be invisible, honestly, wishing that the ground would just open up, swallow me.
The GTA
what kind of crime did I commit for this mockery? Guess I must have lost some kind of cosmic lottery. How am I processing this at a baby's age? It felt like I had a gut for the razor blade. I fantasized someone else to come take my place, cause they taught me to hate my face. Somebody please pray for me.
I love Manny's. We don't get enough Manny's in Session edits, man.
Somebody pray for me.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to remove that GTA edit.
Imagine how my mama felt. Obviously, she wanna offer me some kind of help. Pretty white lady never probably dealt with this particular type of hell. If she dyed my hair blonde, maybe I could blend. Get her.
Do you think it's a bit loud for the mix? I feel like it's nice to hear the grind sound quite prominently when you're watching these edits.
Lot of money spent just to get me presentable. Message that it said.
That's a nice kick flip. That's really well filmed.
I know what she meant. What else could she expect to do? That was just the
nice frontside flip. Fakey frontside maybe. Yeah, we don't see enough flips in Session. I'm actually really appreciating what Polo's doing here for us.
I think that part depressed me the deepest. Somebody please pray for me.
I think especially in the King of the Hills when there's rails, we don't see enough people gapping the stairs and shit.
Somebody please pray for me.
Big Smith. Jesus. That was a massive Smith.
Thank God for the grown-up.
But the way I would describe that is a feebled Smith, the way it like pinches over. Yeah, what up, Nell?
So he could try to look like Muddy Waters more, but he would fry his ground so
big 360 over the block.
Until James Brown came, kicked down the door.
Now Polo's on Xbox, so just keep that in mind with the edit.
That's the meaning behind the afros.
lose and all get free being what it is that you know you are. She said beauty's the splendor of truth. You were never cut loose till you're suitable to you, and your living is the proof. Just let it do what it do. Now watch him follow suit and try to catch up to you. Somebody must have prayed for me. Somebody prayed for me. Somebody must have prayed for me.
I feel like the wood grind sound needs a rework.
What could you say to me?
Or maybe we need a few different variables of the sound for different materials. God damn, was that a 360? Jesus. 360 Suski. That's massive. I mean, Harlem, I've seen you've been doing and like what Lucifer's doing as well, like with the using the IRL footage, the audio from that replacing the sounds in game is really interesting.
You can't plug your ears and cover your eyes.
Hopefully I'm not sick. First time I healed and it's not it. Then they spy to a car, I'm a brain digger. Just said I would've stopped a fire trigger. Bitch me up, I wanna try it out. Telling me
Is it on cue ball? I don't know about new standard. It's a lot of work. I think it's a lot of work for very small reward for most people. I think once you've mastered the video editor, that's probably the next step for people. Oh, that was a nice angle. That was really nice. If you've ever skated that obstacle, you'll know how nice that is to actually flip over that at the curb. I'd like to see more no-push lines in session. Just I find the viewing experience nicer when there's no pushes in between lines. Oh, that was clean. Holy shit, what was that? Nollie varial flip? Nollie varial heel? Yeah? Nice, Manny. Those wheels are tiny, man. They're the 32 mils or something, right? 38 mil, maybe? Thought that was a switch crook for a sec. Went straight in the tail, yeah? Oh, nose. I really like the shape of the board he's using. What board is that? That's a zero board, yeah? I want to get a board shaped by that IRL. Oh, that was clean. Nice combo. We're going to get to a point with the Sesher community where edit reviews are going to be probably only official once we get like a higher population in the server. And the quality of the edits that come out are getting better and better. So it will change the standard for official, and it also will change what the standard of what's going to get put into the Sesher review streams. And I think that's a good thing. It should help people to sort of aspire to reach these sort of levels. So another edit from Pitbull. I think this is a throwaways edit. Just burning some clips. Yeah, that's an 8. Yeah. I want to get an 8.25, I think. Yeah, it's Harlem. That's subjective, though. I can't not put someone into like official based on their music. It has to be whether the edit suits their music and if the filming is good. I think that's the criteria I try to sort of follow with it. Like, it's hard in 2021 because I think skateboarding used to be a lot of either punk rock, heavy metal, or like old school hip hop. Now it's a lot of very new waves of music, and it's just the stuff people are growing up on. So it's kind of hard to just say this music sucks when someone's put a lot of effort into the edits, and that's what they've grown up on because everyone around them is listening to the same stuff. That's the norm for these people. So it's a bit difficult to be subjective. Here we go, Skate Agora. I haven't seen many people back on Agora in a while. Do you think that extra 1/4 of an inch makes a big difference? These edits just get posted into the edits channel, and I handpick them. Some people have posted a lot of edits. If that's the case and you've posted too many edits in 1 month, I'm not gonna put all of your edits in. And it's to try and keep a level of quality control for the stream. Even if people have low quality edits, they're not really good at the game or good at edits in general, you'll still get reviewed. But if you're doing a lot of edits and you don't have much experience with it, or you don't put music in, or it's very sort of low effort, we're not going to put in like 10 edits if you've done 10. Gank Stash Volume 8. This is a hype edit. I think it was here for the premiere for that Gank. It was a lot of calm tricks, if I remember correctly. Just really nicely filmed calm tricks. Yeah, I think I remember it right. And I think this is how edits should be. This is like... Gank's selection of music is always on point, but the way that he's filming his tricks and the trick selection it's just really well selected. Because this is the shit, like when I go out for a skate, I wish I could do stuff like this. Yeah, I just bought a new set of 139s, which are for 8-inch. I know you can go like 8.5-inch trucks, I think, or like 149s or something. But I'm wondering if like trucks that fit perfectly on my 8 are going to be okay for like an 8.5 or an 8.25, because I'm going to move up with my next deck. What I like in an edit scam is personality. I think that's the most important thing. Like, you have to be able to edit well and film well, but then your personality is reflected in your trick selection and your song selection. And I think they're really important. I like the new jersey that that you're rocking there as well, Gank. I also like that the materials doesn't match up on the front and the back, like the lines are in different places. There's just something about that shirt that feels authentic. It's a new hoodie, mate. He never found it. That was clean. That was so clean. That's one of my favorite tricks on the whole edit. I'm gonna run it back. Like, a lot of this stuff happens by accident, but when you do it on purpose and you film it right, it'll make people look at it and think to themselves like, oh, why am I not trying stuff like this? And the timing in between the stall into the Manny was perfect as well. It just adds to it. So the filming felt like it flowed with it. Nice pivot there in a tail. There's a lot of blunts in 09. I need to tell you guys, like, you gotta stay away from the blunts. The blunts it's oversaturated now, and I think it's because of the difficulty is just not there like it was with previous versions. I think moving forward from this point, if you guys are chucking blunts down, try something that you haven't tried yet. Try some over willies. They look nice. Try rotating into something big. Tail slides and nose slides are still, even though they're easier now, they still are difficult to get to lock well. A lot of people get them right in the pinch of the nose after the pocket. But I feel like blunts is something that if you have more than like 2 or 3 blunts in an edit, it takes away from the beauty of the blunt because of how easy they are, in my opinion. Again, perfect timing, goes with the flow of the filming. Could have ended on that. Like, Gank's trick selection is really nice. I love doing them as well. Power slides into the rocks. That's nice, Gank. That's real nice. Yeah, hurricanes always do look nice. That's true, man. It's very hard to get a good hurricane that is like really feebled, you know? It was a nice ender. Nice clean 50. It probably took a lot of wax on that one, right, Gank? Because I gave that a crack a few times. We got Simplicity here. This is an edit by... Where are we? Now I'm trying to keep up. Jules? Jules? Yeah. By Jobslu Canino. Butchering that name, my bad. I like that he's like picked the spot with, you know, Ribs Man at the, you know, the little quest that you have to do. They're technically not possible? In what respect? Because I was actually seshing that with Will Scott, and I was getting it on there. Do you mean, like, is it not sticking directly to the collision in that sense, or? Because like with the right angle, I was finding that it worked well. Oh, he's rocking the Shuko's right there. That's love. What do you guys think of the shoes I put out with Jonah? Oh fuck, he's got every colorway in this too. I didn't even notice. They are a bit big. There's a bit of collision through the bottom of the board, depending how you film as well. But that was like just a mesh rip that we got. It's technically the jail guy shoe that we ripped out. But the next shoe that we're going to bring out, probably going to go with the name The Smith, because we're going to just do with all the grind names first. But we're probably going to make it more of a thin shoe. You can see there's a bit of clipping on the filming. Right there, you got to be wary of this with your keyframes. It's not always something that people go, I'll let it go. Sometimes you film something, you don't even realize it until you get into post that you've done that. So just be real wary with your footage. Nice Smith boned out kickflip, goddamn. Yeah, a little clip there through the lamppost as well. These are things that I look at and I go, I don't know if I want to put that in official. Actually got a nice sequence of that tail slide. For the next issue. It was actually a really nice sequence. We've also got Polo Vision. Welcome him to the team. He's working on some stuff for the magazine as well. He's working on his first article. And I feel like his editing techniques for the magazine probably exceeds the style that I've been putting down. I'm actually really keen to show you guys some of the stuff he's been working on. It's really exciting stuff. Oh shit. Okay, lip in a blunt. That was pretty cool. I wish that there was an animation for waxing so that you could actually tell someone without telling them that you waxed the shit out of a rail or whatever, you know? Got a really nice trick selection here. Work on that filming a little bit and like Jubsleo is going to be official all day, I think. Ooh, I don't recall seeing anyone hit that with a kicker. That's interesting. Is that King of the Hill 2021 there? Ah, I dig the revert on that. This guy's going hard, like with all the community gear. God damn. It's rocking everything. Oh, that's nice. I ain't seen anyone do that yet. I like that. Like the little fucking shots in there. Ooh, nice hippie flip. All right, so I guess he welcome him on board to the team with Harlem's koala cloth. Well played there with that. Ooh, guest feature. Got some JL Nightmare in here. This was actually done in as an homage to JL from Altered. So now JL's got to do a side-by-side comparison video to IRL. Fly him out to Philly and get him to do all these tricks. What up, Vato? That was a nightmare flip right there, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a big homage right there to JL. Slinky! Another person I got to link up with for Escape. He doesn't live too far from me, actually. I'm hearing a few flickers in the audio. If you guys hear that click, click, click sound, that's because the music is peaking out. One thing you can do if your editing software allows, make sure you click normalize as an option, which should level everything out below 0 decibels, which is very important for editing. Be right back. At the end of the stream, I might, if we got time, I might just show you guys some of the shit that I recorded the day before yesterday when I was skating IRL. It's gonna be as exciting as the stuff here in the Sesher footage from Session, but usually everyone drops off towards the end. So like once we get to that point, just keep things going while we look for someone to raid.
That's just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at the greatest, the best looking man.
This is what's this called? This was like the champ or something from Cadboy, WWD.
And any woman in the world I want. Just like that. You know what?
I love Cadboy's edits.
If you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself.
I feel like this is something that Narkelly would love just because of the wrestling references.
Who you're looking at, the man.
The almighty, the legend, the legendary Westside.
There's a nice rotation out. I'll buy that. Coming down to the back truck a little bit looks easy. Cadboy, man, if you watch this review, you gotta turn resampling off on your clips. It's giving it like a real NTSC 45 FPS vibe on like an old CRT, unless that's what you're going for. But if you are, I think it needs like interlacing lines. That was 100% wax, no doubt.
Know what time it is.
Looking steezy though. It might be weird for people who don't play with the advanced stats when they see some of these tricks, but I think once you have played with it, you get a better understanding of what's possible. God damn, that was a nice feeble. The ollie pop was really high though on that gap. That was massive. Yeah, man. Now I got those claims. Yo, down a slide though. Hold up. Oh damn. Trying to steal my notepad, take all my writtens. Well, I don't even write shit, they all my children. Game drop heavy, gotta keep a curtain parking. Sensational Chevy, it's necessary. Foot on that, dedication, case it's getting loony. Spin a room. Like that gap to street, that was cool. 5-time world champ when I tag. Yeah, the cuts, okay. Give us the cuts, that was nice. Step in my lane and I'm coming for you. I hit this, I think I frontside flipped a Manny that in a sort of game of bounty with Will Scott. That was fun. Good spot there, that gap. It's a good gap here. Ooh, shit. Okay. At the moment, that look at his face, he's like, I should have said that on live TV. He's just like, oh, what have I done? God. What is going on? What is going on? This is what you call personality in an edit.
The damnedest thing I've ever seen. Got nothing.
Ric Flair rocking the Hogan hairstyle. Now, I got... As soon as this video came out, I got a message from Harlem. He's like, someone else did a Street Fighter edit. And I had to have a look at it. I think it's cool seeing like video game references to Session because it's like a game within a game. It's like the Inception, isn't it? If you guys haven't checked out the Street Skater edit that I did with Harlem, Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll put it on after this. We'll just run this through. All good, it's okay. All good, bro.
Fight!
That big ass board, man.
Fire!
Fuck no, this board is terrible. The foot clipping on it sucks so bad. I tried dark sliding. Has anyone got a dark slide on this board? I've tried doing dark slides on it and it took so long to get a clean flip out of the dark slide. I think the collisions on the board is just nuts. Got weekday up next. Oh, sorry, Dusky up next. That was weekday. Oh no, we got Slinky. You guys throw me off with the character select. Yeah, the Gooby-Agi style, no grip tape.
Perfect.
I'm really excited to see a high quality full length from these guys. I want to see something that's like, I can see it coming. Like, I don't think we're far off from seeing something like maybe a Starlit video quality coming out because they got a lot of talent on their team.
You win.
Clear grip tape. Yeah, that's the way to go. Two of my friends IRL at the skate park, if you guys have been watching my vlogs, Steven and Sahil, they skate with two bolts in each truck. That's it. Need that weight advantage. Are you okay, Vato?
Perfect.
That's a nice bonk on the way out.
You win. Fight. Perfect.
Oh, what happened there? Let's run that back. Was that an issue with the clip? Okay, looks like the player wigged out. It's all good. That's on my end. My bad, guys.
Perfect.
Like that body varial reverse, nice.
Fire.
Plain nollie into Smith. I like that. It's hard to get a nollie into a rear truck run look good.
You win.
How are these guys all winning? Who are they versing?
Fight.
This I don't like. I don't like seeing people roll up these grates. It does something to my OCD. You got to put a plank down, in my opinion. Technique was nice though. Big pop back out over that curb.
Fire.
Versus the spots. Okay. IQ 100, 150 plays there. My bad. You got me on that
Perfect.
one.
Fire.
Versus the streets, yeah. I know. I'm working on it. I'm trying to make it look good though before I can get the mod to work well with the headset. Because at the moment I kind of fall over even sitting in my chair.
You win.
I got my VR. I've been trying it out. Like, got my my reverb up there. Been trying to get it to go, but it's weird because you emulate it by making the screen bigger. It's just, it really throws you off.
Perfect.
What up, Smus? There we go, got a nice dark slide.
Fire.
Oh, clean out of that dark slide. That is hard to get clean. Love that trick. Woo! Shit! That was a dicey willy. Pause.
Fight.
Holy shit. No, I dig that in a Smith. 180 shove, back Smith, front Smith. Revert. Rah, that was a good starter. You burnt it on that.
Fire!
Backflip was nice too.
Fire!
Keep this line going. Oh, wait. I want to see more of that line.
Perfect.
Some DIY in here. Dicey Willie was my college name.
Fire! You win!
I wish there was a way to slap it, not slappy. You know, you can do like your no pop shove it. So I wish there was a way to no pop out of a primo. That'd be nice. Fuck, these last like parts in the edit are really like starting off in fire mode. Clean. Oh, okay. No one rated my fucking heel flip that went like boned vertical in, I was like King of the Hill 12 or some shit. I rate this stuff, man, especially when there's no clip. It looks so fucking good in my opinion.
Perfect.
Look how boned that is. Clean on the catch. If you guys don't rate that, there's something wrong with you. That's steezy as fuck.
Perfect. Fire!
God, you're murdering a spot. Gak, someone's coming for the title there, mate. You thought I was stroked out. Oh, no, you thought Bardo stroked out. Well, that's what I was thinking too. I didn't want to say it in case it's actually stroking out. I like the 4x3 like add into the overlay. That's nice. I do that a lot with the push mongo stuff when we get 4x3s. I think I did a little bit of that in the 0% video as well. It's just nice to fill it up a bit because no one likes to see black bars. Nice Manny, primo, shove out. God damn. Oh, the ad lib right there on the flip. Come on. Let's go.
Fire!
Yeah, let's get them wall. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's a redo. That's a redo. You cannot come off a wall and then rotate behind it. Sorry, redo. That was dope. Got some Gang Sinatra steez from Buster Bale 3, which didn't make it in the video because I'm an idiot. Oh, shit. Okay, that's new. Some Dan Corrigan ollie out of board slide steez there. I like that. Jesus.
You win!
It's a big rock. Accidental? I don't think so, Disco. It's like do a 900, shove it off a roof SXL style.
Fire!
Woo! That's cool. What was going on with that last table, man? That last table was fucked up.
Fire!
I think it's nice to throw your sponsors in on 4x3. It's a really nice way to do some stuff, or throw your name in, or do some, you know, interesting animation or something on the edge of the 4x3. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Run it back. Nope, you guys can't fuck with this. That's clean. That's fucking clean.
You win! Perfect!
Yeah. That was a good ender. That was a good ender, CD. I'm saying, like, a little bit more posts on the edits, and I think you guys are up there with we got 4 official videos in there for classics. I'll see some shit. Yeah, it was nice. It was so nice. Alright, I'm gonna throw in the Street Skater edit. Just to contrast it next to the World Warriors edit that we saw. I did this one months ago with Harlem before he was even on Push Mongo. It was just like a little interesting duo. And it was because like Harlem never put out parts. He would put out like 30 seconds or 50 seconds. I was like, come on man, let's do something bigger than that. So I got a 2.5 minute edit here. About 30 seconds. I thought it's about 60 seconds each.
USA.
I edited, I actually produced the background song that's playing now as well, which is pretty fun to do. I think this is in 06. Might have been 05, right, Harlem? Yeah, I think it might have been. What up, now, Kelly? We were just running DTH Cadboy's WrestleMania edit that he done. I thought you would have loved that. This is when I was rocking the feeler boots hard, man. I'll have fucking killed this. We're just playing back a throwback after we saw Concrete Dishonor's World Warriors, the Street Fighter team video they put out. So I thought I'll just run this back as a contrast. I kind of feel awkward that Harlem didn't put some plywood down for that. Right. Yeah, the Ric Flair one. Thought you'd like that. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Harlem only ever films at night, man. We all know I couldn't let Harlem beat me on my own edit, right? Next up, we got Diet Meth. This one's from Dory. Who's into this music? Because I find it hard to listen to for a skate edit. Subjectively, that's my opinion. But the post is always on point with these guys. They got this like real grainy 90s vibe, and I love it in 4x3 fisheye. And the stuff's always like simple, clean, short. Rarely like will you see any mistakes in any of the tricks. I don't know, I find it really interesting. Just the way that the whole crew does their stuff. Catch up, Disco. So we got AK with his MacBar edit. I love that. Nice 360. Don't like the rollaway on it though. Could have redone that one. I think it was like a prank video where someone's like, "You want to fight, bro? You want to fight?" And then he gets naked and the dude's like, "Nah, fuck this, I'm gonna run away." I think it was like to sort of prove that no one want to fight you when you get naked. If I remember that meme correctly. Nice pivot out. Slow rolling, steezy. Oh, that was clean. Gravity it seemed a bit off, but it was fucking clean though. Everyone loves to do a tray flip after you get a nice grind in, hey? It's easy. Top 3 maps in the chat right now. One sentence. Everyone's top 3 maps. I'll put in mine as well. Top 3 maps, everyone. Doesn't have to be in like 1, 2, 3 order, just your top 3 maps. This one's from another one from Dory. We got South Bank in there. LES, okay. There's some love for LES. Nice blunt. That's how you Casper. There we go. Some nice editing on that clip. Like that. The fuck? Let's go. There we simple shit looking good. Loving it. Loving it, Dory. Don't stop. South Bank needed an overhaul, man. Yeah, if someone doing South Bank and they're overhauling it, come get me. I'll get some graffiti for you. Get at me in Polo. We'll get you that graffiti. And an Oxy. Get it an Oxy. This is from Bilbo. Concrete Dishonor. Bilbo's stepping up with his edits lately. They're getting better and better at the filming. Just got a new PC build and he's really putting in time to learning. So I'm excited to see more from Bilbo. Holy shit, that was a big Casper. Yes. Nice kickflip backsmith. Good clean landing up there, bro. Rocking the World Warriors board there. Can we get a woof in the chat for DMX? That was a clean in a 50. Oh, rocking the old Mossy CD boots there, looking nice. Yeah, it does take a little while to get the editing right, but I can see the progress there with Bilbo. Big over Willy. Ah, there we go. What is it? In Japanese, how do they say barking in Japanese? Isn't it like inu or some shit? I like that revert, front truck, slight pivot, it looked cool. And I think the angle did it a bit of justice. With a bad angle, it would look terrible. $50-50 dark slide, heel flip out, looks cool. I like that, it's nice. Need to work on some of that film in there. Nice kick out. No shit. I like the footwork on that, man. Grabbing that like varial, body varial in air was really nice. It wasn't even body varial, it was like he followed the rotation real late, so a late big spin maybe. I like that, man. Instead of turning out of grinds for short landings though, guys, put in a power slide if you can't make that turn. Yeah, rocking that 0% shit, huh? Yeah, if you did an edit here to fucking pay your respects to DMX, I'm gonna let the whole thing roll out then. I'm gonna cut you short. There's my WhatsApp going off. This is early from... this is from... Lucifer and Quack. Old roster members from Dizzy, so expecting the hype. This went straight to official. Yeah, I think Harlem is probably Lucifer's biggest fan. Harlem ended up doing an edit, replacing in-game sounds after watching this. Might turn the sound up a little bit for you guys. Just so you can appreciate the sounds. Yeah, sound a little crispy. Maybe like with a filter that they have for VX and for, you know, your fisheye white and all that for the video, they could come up with some reverb filters for the audio. That would help out a lot of people on Xbox and stuff that don't have the ability to edit as much as people on PC. Love that late 180 out, that was dope. I think I watched this on my personal stream last time I was live. A couple of times the landing is out of the camera, and that irks me. But I was also saying it was an interesting technique that Lucifer was using because it kind of makes you like... It makes you want to watch the clip again. So it's hard to be objective about it when it has that impact on you. Yeah, I can't tell if he's actually doing FOV zoom in on the fisheye because it does give an interesting effect when you zoom the fisheye in as part of the transition, and then he grabs it with a transition filter in post effects. Nice line. It's a great shifty there, man. Bone shifty. Front side. This is nice. So I broke down how, like I was sort of guessing how Lucifer did that effect with the two skaters. Basically the way that works, guys, is you create a replay. Basically one person will skate for both people. So you have your replay going, and then after you land your first trick, the next person comes in the same replay, you use the same keyframes, and then you redress your character and save the replay again from both clips, and then you merge them. So it's one replay of the same person, second replay you change the clothing, and then you merge them together in post-editing. That's how they did that. He was like, yeah, spot on. I was like, yeah, I've been trying to do that forever, and I've been having difficulties because everyone had such different clothing packs. Because you basically got to install everyone's mods for the stuff they're using. That's because your character's a sweaty, stinky dude. But, like in Grumpy's edit, he didn't change once in the VXM part. And it's like, it makes you think, like, oh, he did it all in one day? God damn. I can't tell if that's a Build-A-Bong or a flat face shirt. I think it's flat face. Because these guys like show a lot of love for Session and for Creature. This was, I rated this really high. The nose bonk coming out of that bench. I thought it was like really creative. You got a bunch of hoodies. Make sure you don't lose one, yeah. I think you're the only one I've seen rocking that hoodie. I don't know if I've seen anyone else rocking a rainbow hoodie before. I think maybe once I got tricked. Another one from Raki. Raki's been killing it lately with the edits. I'm gonna have to run that back. We're gonna catch. Just a late revert into that fakey Suski. Raki's top 10 skaters in Session. I'm putting it out there, top 10. He's come a long way. Raki was one of my top 10 most hated skaters in Session when he first started because of how overly technical his stuff was. And I think it's because he doesn't skate in real life, but his filming and his realism is gone through the roof in his last like 5 or 10 edits. It's one of my favorite in the whole Session community. I almost believe if Raki skated at IRL, this is the way he would skate. He puts like so much time into perfecting his tricks. Yeah, he's a fucking robot. He's a robot smas. Top 5 scam? Yeah, that's because he's your sensei though. Nice crook. That was beautiful. Just to make sure you know it's a sim session.
That it's hard to know just where you're at. We get high. From the back to the front door, dealers on the south side selling
Let's
on
flip
the
out.
condo.
I buy that too with the loose trucks and the landing. I don't mind sketchy landings if they look realistic.
To the homies in the front row with the blunt roll that waited for hours in the snow just to see me flow. So you know I gotta stay after the show. Cause the shot town show love, I'ma show love. Outside, no gloves in the wintertime. Cause I'm hungry like dinner time. Staying for every single one of my fans. Autographs that I couldn't.
I do like that drop off. It's nice to see drop offs instead of pop outs to grind since we've moved away from 05. It's made a big impact on the community. I think that the realism comes out now when you're just dropping out of grinds, unless you're doing a flip out with pop. Dropping outs look real good, man. So another one from Dory. This music to this edit makes me feel uncomfortable, personally. Still respect the edit, it's just the music itself. It's... What's the best way to describe it? It's like chaos.
Have you ever had a dream that you
Like, I feel like watching an edit of a platform game or something like that would suit this kind of music, but for Session I find it strange. Definitely a unique style though. This part I fuck with the edit. It works really well. Real like dub bass.
Hot shit, dumb shit. Okay, motherfucker, let's do this.
That's Death Grips, right? This is something I, could really see someone putting out as part of a full length in like a 90s video. I can feel that. Has its place. But just the start, the introduction song I found made me feel really uncomfortable. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a real subtle camera shake in these frames, and that's done in post. I think it's a really nice element to add to it for the human effect. I fucks with that. That's dope. Nice simple ollie off the kicker, boned out. Nollie flip. Big nollie line, okay. In the switch, landing. Simple push. It's hard to get a nice simple clean push as well. Just with animation, sometimes your push will be too fast for the actual momentum that your character is carrying. So that looks nice. Adds to the value of the edit. Editing the slaps to the snares pretty closely. It's well timed. It's hard. Once you get a line, it's kind of hard to cut things to suit the music. I think when you guys edit to snares, it has more impact on the landing than it does on the pops or the ollie. So if you're not doing a line and it's doing a simple or a single trick, with your roll away you can time things up for the next trick if you're going from pops. But if you're not timing it up for pops, it has a bigger impact landing on a snare. Yeah, editing's done really well, Harlem. So we've got X from DTH, Cadboy. Now, I think Cadboy was saying that his mother's a member of the Rough Riders, so he probably has a bit more of a personal sentiment towards DMX passing away. Rest in peace. So when I watch this, I feel more of an emotional connection to what he's trying to show with the rain effect and whatnot. It's got a real emotional vibe to it. All dark, all night. Got some dope tricks in his bag in this edit though. And his filming's getting better. And this one, I can see that there's no resample on it either. So, stepping up with the post-editing. Some of those keyframes could use improvement, but nice lines. Yeah, the NWO percent. New World 0%, yeah. Nice reverb out of that. I'll buy it. Very minimal clip there. That's nice. Caught that clip on the shove. Nice. Was it fakey in a crook, right? It was nice. Overcooked maybe. What cult? That rail gets hit so much at Veterans Plaza. I see it in like everybody's fucking edits. Nice front flip. Roll off of a rail is pretty cool, especially when you come to the edge of a kink. It's kind of realistic. Yeah, man. I was hearing that they were working on a new studio album as well for a couple of years. I thought it was going to be like the Rebirth X. Yeah, and Black Rob. But that's what happens, man. As we age, our idols age as well. It's a natural part of life, isn't it? When MF Doom went, that was a pretty sad day for me too. But it's just, that's life, isn't it? Hey, when you're great, you live on forever, really. MF Doom was a very unique personality in hip-hop. He had a very unique approach to it. His cadence was very unique. So if you're a fan of hip-hop and you listen to poetry, and there's a lot of different styles in it, but when someone does something completely unique and goes against the grain, they get, I don't know, they get either a lot of controversy or a lot of, you become revered and renowned a lot for it. And Doom was one of those people. Damn. Body varial late flip. Front foot in switch. That was dope. Bit of clipping there on those flips. Rocking a charcoal black shoe codes. Looking steez. Cookies and cream. Cad, you are nuts, mate. That's dope. It's got some good steez there, man. In his editing, his post-editing. Shit's cool.
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for the love of my life.
DMX was a fucking poet, man.
I made a promise, and I'm loving my wife till the end. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house. I thank you, Lord, for a dream that came true to light. And I ask you to bless everybody.
So I could have done like an acoustic edit to this.
I don't always do the right thing, and I ask you to forgive me, because I need you here with me. Without you in my life, it's empty. I think back how some people did me like violence was the remedy. And because I think of that now, I pray for my enemy. Not because of what I'll do, but because they don't know. There's something better after here, but everybody won't go. So I ask you to forgive them, and we'll hope they see. And I thank you for the love that they've given to me. I will not abuse it, nor will I lead them astray. You see, I love them like children that I see every day. And I pray, no, we pray together. Get us through the bad weather, and we love you forever. Let your thought and my heart go hand in hand. I first thought but to start, but I stand a man. And for as long as I can, as long as you permit me, please give me the strength I need to live. Bear with me. Amen.
Rest in peace, X, man. Another one from Dory. So as I was saying, like low quality edits in high frequency won't get featured, but these guys put a lot of work into their edits. And subjectively, even if I don't feel the music, you've got to look at it objectively that these are high quality edits. And you can't front on that. So they make it in the playlist. That was a big line, damn. Another one from Q-Ball. Just missed that bank there. I saw that. That nose grind didn't quite plant. That's clean. Clean. Tray flip out. Looks nice, man. That was clean. Remind me of one of them like steezy 360s people do on the flat. With like the 90-degree revert out of the 270. Looks good. That burial. I like that revert. I dig that. I haven't really seen anyone else do that. That's dope. Everyone's got the B-roll before they hit this rail, man. God damn. Doubles. 9. That was strong. Good ender. Good angle too. I don't know how I feel about the landing on that flip wheel. So that was just the trailer, but now we've got the full edit here. 3.5 minutes of goodness from Will Scott. I'd love to have a court that's just that smooth to be able to roll around on and have no one playing at it. I feel like I've learned so many flip tricks. 0%? Easy mode? No thanks. I love that gun tattoo that Will's got on. That grind on the bottom bar looks so steezy. That's how you replay a fucking clip, man. So you can see like the sound on the landing from the percussion. He's chucked the filter on top of that. I think it's an interesting way to edit. Did a little bit of that in VXM, so maybe that's why I feel it. If you haven't skated that spot, there is a dip that's kind of like it's got a bank in it in a way, so you actually get kick out of that. He's not just ollieing out. That was a huge feed. 0%'s an easy glitch now. Damn. Fucking switch crook, 180 out. It was nice. Suzuki flip out's dope. Woo! What'd you call it? Fakey salad, I guess? Not a Suzuki, wouldn't it be? Let's see, when I see Will do a blunt slide, I'll buy that shit. Clean flip. I want to see more flips, guys. Gap flips, stair flips. I think it's probably because they're easy to do, but they're actually quite hard to get clean, especially without clipping. So when you see a nice flip over a gap in session, it's something to appreciate. 270 in the nose was cool. Was a blunt really, isn't it? Is you on the other side of the rail? I buy that so much, just like tap it into the rail as you come out. Fakey salad, right? Salad Suzuki, that was a Suzuki, that one. Got throwaway from Pitbull. So these are the burner clips I had stacked. 1.5 minutes of goodness here. Rocking the day one. You think we're gonna find Nike getting into session? You guys think that's a possibility? What do you guys feel about like Nike getting into skateboarding? I remember like back in the day, people were talking about, oh, these big companies always trying to get into skateboarding because skateboarding culture's got this whole anti sort of like persona towards poses and mainstream stuff. But now Nike is so ingrained in the skateboarding that it's part of the norm. For me, being an older person, like I used to follow skateboarding and watch it and stuff like that back in the day, but I always found it kind of weird seeing Nike getting their way in there because they're not an organic skateboarding brand. But nowadays people fuck with Nike. I still find it strange. Like if I had the opportunity, I think just on a bias, I would buy a skateboarding brand shoe like DC. I don't really like DCs that much, so I would probably get ES or maybe America over Nikes just because they're organically skateboarding brands. Adios as well, they were big back in the day. Let's talk about Tony Hawk. Yeah, true. Well, Etnies owns like 2 other brands, I think America and S. So those are organic. The only, okay, let me just pause real quick. Like, I think the only skateboarding shoe I feel is a part of skateboarding culture from Nike is the Dunks, because that was something, that was like a real New York vibe, right? So that makes sense. And that's kind of organic in that sense, but it was because that's what people had and that's what they were rocking when they were skating. So that I think is the exception to it for me. But Nike becoming part of the norm, I still find a little bit weird. I'm just going to run this back. This is another edit from Polo Vision. Menthol Disorder. I think it was more that you had a cup sole that was reliable. And that was what you were already wearing. You know, a lot of people start skating with what they're already wearing.
Open up that door to the sunshine.
That's a nice flip. Right back.
You've been cooped
Smith. I really like the OG XLs. That's what I'm rocking at the moment. But I find they hurt my toes a little bit. My pinky toe gets scraped up by the stitching. But I think that's only on the leathers. Big China Gap and Pyramids. No, I never heard of Savior. I remember like when I wanted to skate when I was a kid, everyone was wearing Duffs. Does anyone remember Duffs? They were a really cool looking shoe, man. And they were all suede, so I think if Duffs were still around, they would have been a really good brand to be rocking in the 2020s. Osiris was big, yeah. I find the quality of Osiris doesn't seem to be that great nowadays. The customer service for Osiris is terrible, I can tell you that much. During lockdown, I bought a pair of Osirises when I started skating. And they fell apart the first day I used them. And I never heard back from Osiris customer service. I think customer service is important in any product, especially when you're skateboarding, because the products are designed to perish and you want to at least get feedback on the products. Catch up, AC. Nice backslide. Rock to pop in, that was cool. Clean. Landing was a little bit ticky, but it's still clean. Really? Nice 50. That's a really nice 50. Yeah, DIY. That's cool, man. Where is that? Above veterans. I ain't seen anyone really rocking roof spots on the new pyramids. So that's cool to see. It's hard to find something when you're just asking the shoe. It's not Bob from Scam. I gotta say, Scam, I'm not a fan of these landings. There's something about the animation in them that the timing's just too slow, whereas it was underground. Yeah. Like, there's no catch on it. That's like an SXL catch. I'm not keen on those. Because you're not stomping the board. I think if the board lands before you and stuff like that, you should have to put hard landing in just to stomp that shit down. Well, I've skated... Let me grab my shoes, hold on. I'll run through a review on my shoes after this edit. Yeah, I feel like you need a hard landing or something into that. And I feel a hard landing should stomp the shit out of the board. Or at least put you into a crouch on it. There's a nice pivot there from Crook in a fucking switch. That was dope. Simple drop in looked nice too. Oh, that was dope, Scam. Everyone got the tray flips out of grinds up. Is that a sharpness filter I see you put in there on this clip? I feel like there's a sharpness filter on that. Alright, so as far as like shoes actually lasting. I can say that, so this is my back foot. These are the ES or S Axel OGs. 61 days of skating has worn out the toe side. You see some of the white of the sole coming through. That's a bit shit because that's just grip tape wear and a little bit of toe wear on toe stoppies. But that's my back foot. My front foot's going to have less wear on the toe at the front, but you can see it's predominantly wearing out from the grip. Your toe side, after like, so that's 2 months of skating straight, like 60, I think I've been on board 61 days now. Being that it's leather, it's held up really well, and I'm constantly putting a little bit of hot glue where the wear marks on the actual leather are, so it doesn't destroy the actual fabric of the leather. But for 61 days, they're really well intact and the stitching is sort of kept up, but that's because I'm always putting hot glue on the stitches after every session. They're quite clean still. I do clean them once every 3 rides, I think. Get them back to being completely white. But being that it's leather, compared to something that's canvas is going to last you a matter of weeks before you get holes in it. So in actual days of skating, I think you're going to get like 14 days out of skating before you get a hole in the side of your canvas. If you're riding suede, it'll last just about as long as leather, and then leather will probably be the longest lasting, but it has less flex than suede. Suede loses its shape really fast. If it gets wet, suede's fucked. Canvas probably lasts better in the wet if it does get wet, but leather holds its shape longest. They're probably the least comfortable to ride in. You probably get less board feel out of it, but it will last you forever. So if you're on a tight budget, I would say save your money up and get leather. It'll last you 3 pairs. Suede will probably last you just as long, but you'll probably find that bits of it's going to start actually wearing out while it's still holding up together. And canvas shoes are just going to be the least. If you go for what's going to last longest, cup soles will last the longest any day of the week. Cup soles will just last longer because they're harder leather. If you go for white colors and gum colors in cup soles, they'll last you forever. Any colored rubber on shoes, especially in vulcanized, are not going to last you any time at all. I actually did a little research into that. But yeah, again, Narkili's got a good point. If you just get cheap shoes that are like $20 or something like that, you can keep trading them out whenever you want. But it just depends like what you're going for. I'm always rolling my ankles, so and being at my age, I'm at 31 years old, like being able to roll my ankle if I do and having protection is really important to me. While you're young, it probably doesn't matter so much. And if you get more board feel and that's what you like, if you're a technical skater, going with Vans, Vans and Converse, you can't really go wrong. But it just depends on, like, canvas shoes will wear out really fast. So if you buy canvas, don't go for something that looks good. Go for something that's cheap. Yeah. This one's an ode to handrails from Water Bottle.
What? Hanging out around the town with the bad boy crowd. Going by the mall staircase where we're not allowed.
I can't do high tops. They feel wrong and they look wrong to me.
Popping wheelies. When we're feeling bored. Only tough guys know how to ride the hot rod skateboard.
Skateboard.
I'm talking
so fuck off, Skater XL. Jeez.
My favorite show
Jeez,
yet.
I'm gonna read that back. We're gonna read that back in the narrator voice.
The hot rod.
Shout out to Daniel, Shimizu, and Leo Romero for the inspiration to make this video. This game makes me want to focus on my controller, but a little bit of dopamine that is released when I film a trick, it's just right. Honestly, kind of the shit. Like 3 hours for a 4-second clip, and in a video game too. But it's the hunt for the perfect spot or rail that makes this game such a masterpiece. So fuck off, Skater XL. Realize your age, Skate 3, and bust out the weed, y'all, cause this isn't your usual edit. So force back, open the eyes, and open your mind so the radical subliminal messages are honest that are being presented.
That's my favorite
Schmo the hell out.
show yet. Skateboards. If you don't know about it, too bad. Get the hell off the show now. Only cool guys. If you don't know about skateboards, please stay also. It'd be fun, because they're fun. Let's check it out.
I like that intro. That's got some Cadboy vibes to it. Got the OG green cup sole. I like how he came back for the line too. That's something a lot of people do in real life. Especially at small parks and shit. Just come back, finish the line. Because you got the trick, you're like, I gotta add something else in there. Most overused hip-hop montage instrumental ever. Still good. Edited to the fucking landing of that dark slide. I would have gone back and filmed that at a different angle because of the elbow clipping on the wall. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. Right here. That elbow clip. I would have just maybe filmed it a little bit from the left so you don't see it. Throw on some DIY there. Big Manny, shove out. Nice. Oh, the 0% Smith rail. So, late shove out. Little Manny cat. Big nose grind. Big Smith. Big lip shove, the lip. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Landing was a bit off on that one. That was a good land. That was clean landing going up that rail. Now go back and get it on 0%. Woo! No, he flip out. Dope. No heel, yeah? 50 and a Smith and holding on the rail. That was sick. Big blunt. I like that. Kickflip to fucking 5-0 clean. Yeah. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. Shifty's at a 180 out, that was cool, man. Yeah, man, 0% and less speed. That'll kill it. It's hard to get a good looking board slide or dark slide on a round rail. He did a good job there. Big 30 to fucking 5-0 is nice. Not a fan of that catch though. Like a boned out nose any catch is a bit weird. A lot of solid shit in this video though. Oh, that was clean. Oh. Switch Suski looking good. Guys, I'm not seeing enough salads in these edits. Anyone else noticing that? There ain't no salads out here. Fakey tray. Oh, nolly tray though. It's water bottle. Water bottle 7M. They'll make friends with salad. That'd be a good ad lib though. I'ma steal that, Hoon. 5-0 on top over, kink down, fucking handrail to hell or highway to hell. That's how you do it, boys. You got a lot of speed, don't throw the turn in, throw the power slide in. That's sick. And that was full friction power slide, I think. Woo. Gotta do a cut there when you're going downstairs like that to add to the emergence and realism. Cut to the bottom of the stairs at this point and then film it coming down. Or throw a drone effect on it. That was dope. I'll buy that. Big ollie, but I'll buy it. Hey, that's how you do a 1-footer. Look nice. That look real nice. Yeah, you know what? Not seeing enough 1-footers. Not enough salads. Never seen a back salad. No one's ever doing back salads. That was massive. 1 foot Smiths do look pretty cool though. I've seen a rare few cases where they're really nice. AK Games, another ad from AK. I don't find 1 foot as hard to get, but I find that they don't hold very well. 06, they held so good. It was like so easy to do a shitty ollie into a hippie with the 1 foot, like abusing the 1 foot to get that. Fuck, bro, you got a lot of DIY at this spot. That was better in 05. You think so? I feel like 06. Okay, so like the clipping in 06 was like pretty horrid, but I feel like 06 was my favorite version of the new physics build. Nice hippie. That's a decent blunt. Flip into it. It's a bit weird, but like, that's a nice blunt. Nice DIY. Like, it's so weird seeing these unorganic looking DIYs though. The vert ramp makes sense, like maybe as a roll in to something like Mac bar type thing, or like doing like a Wallenberg type thing, rolling in on them. But like seeing them at city spots, I find weird. Streets from Dory. We've got 4 edits from Dory so far. Yeah, I've really been big on shoves. Just any shove it lately. And it's kind of hard to get shoves to look clean in the current build. There is a lot of foot clipping if they tweak out. What genre of music is this? Avant-garde, right? Remind me of Aphex Twin. Throwaway edit from Erika Suave. This is from the map it's currently in beta at the moment. Need to normalize our audio on the grind. I really like this edit, and I was on the fence whether or not put it into official, but there's a few instances where keyframes at the end of a clip just kind of they weren't tidied up, but it is the throwaway edit, so I just treated it as such, and that's for that reason I didn't make it into official. Nice clean nose grind around the kink. Love that hat. That's something interesting, like wearing your own cap and not being too outlandish. You know exactly who's skating. I think what Rico needs is the hoodie down mod, so he can rock that cap all the time. That shit suits him so much. Woo! Shoving a 50. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Shove aerial Suski. Switch rollaway. I mean, for throwaways, putting an ender in there, he's still doing pretty fucking hot stuff there, man. So this is Nate Cadillac's first edit in session, I think. Yeah, Seshline is in this. It's up in a few vids. Oh, actually, I don't think my edit's in here. I might throw that in, actually.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today.
I think it's a really good edit for Nate's first edit in Session.
Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way. 'Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Crossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that note. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great.
Yeah.
The people gon' call it the
He's got a lot of edits on his channel for other games like For Honor and stuff like that. I think once he gets his head around the replay editor, like I hooked him up with a link to my replay editor tutorial, and then I don't know, we'll see what happens in the next like coming months. I feel like he's got some fire to come out. Kasky? What's that? That was a really weird shifty catch. Dig it though. Kind of like panic before committing. Look how he stops at the stairs for a first edit. Take note, like he's killing it. I think he's made it unofficial just to give him, like, just to big him up for his first edit. I don't know. I'm not really up on modern music. Oh, you should see my first edit scam. It was shit. It was terrible.
Back in this bitch like I never left. Stand for some shit that you never read. Passing through stages in life, through the ups and the downs like it's all just another test. Live by the rules like a fucking rep.
The one thing I noticed is his pop is really high. Only criticism I have. No one ever talks about volume 1. You guys gotta see my first edit. Like, it was terrible.
Fuck living basic, I'm taking risks. Fuck what they saying, I'm saying
That's
this.
true.
Don't waste your time, it don't make you rich, it don't mean nothing, so fuck them, let's make a grip. Double up, triple up, make assist.
There's a pretty good like angle that he had there, but because he had a line, he had to come off the roof. I think once he learns to do cut angles, his edits will get real powerful. Yeah, that pop's too high. He needs to make an adjustment to that.
As you nerds, address the whom and make it sound. I don't do this for nothing. No.
Nice switch flip.
I don't do this shit for nothing.
That was cool, man. Ball pop at a 50, but is it doable on default? Is it doable? It's a big ask on that grind. Okay, the pop's huge. It's the only thing that takes away from the greatness of the first edit. I think he's done pretty well with his first time handling the keyframes. I feel like collision on cars could be improved as well. I've tried a lot of grinds and slides and stuff on cars. I feel like the collision can be improved. Don't stop believing. Got a Stormtrooper edit from AK. Just a quickie, 1 minute 55. I feel like Cadboy started us all off on this cross-platform tangent between IPs and Session. Like, oh, okay, Stormtrooper landed in fucking LES. Yo, what up, Danks? Daniel! Oh, what up, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. I'm coming out for a skate a little bit later, man. I don't know if I'm going to go park or if I'm going to go street, but I'll let you guys know. Still got a few more videos to get through. I feel like the Death March would have been good for this edit. That's a dope gap though. That looks so good. Landing could have been polished up. That was a nice nollie heal out. Switch Suskis. It's always switch Suski. Switch fakey Suski, but where's the fakey salad? Fakey space salad. What do you guys reckon? Death March? Imperial, what is it? The Imperial March song or whatever it is? Dun, 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 dun. I feel like that's a staple if you're gonna use Stormtrooper. You know what? People could be like using a mesh of Luke Skywalker or Vader and doing like that glitch where you shove it in the air, hit pause, and then keep it going and do like some Jedi mind tricks. Jedi skate tricks, maybe.
I try to look for goodness, even
this one's from Toast Bro 97. Imperial March, yeah. I like that. Opening the wide bars in the 16:9. This is a really good edit. I think this one went straight into official as well. Such good editing. It's too short. It's too short, right? You guys don't want more? That was way too short. I want to see more from Toast Bro. So this is, there was like 11 volumes of this from Evil Blue. The reason I'm not putting all of them in here is because they are just clips slapped together. They're well edited and they're well filmed, but more higher effort in the edits, like to music. Show us like your post-editing skills and things like that. That's what will get my attention to keeping the stream. And he put in work. He put in 11 volumes this between this stream and last stream, so props to him for doing that. But I can't justify giving one person 11 spots on the Sesher stream, you know? I think I put 2 in, so it's basically 2 raw edits that we got from him. But the trick selection's pretty dope. Come off the AstroTurf, that was looking cool. Peach is still one of the best maps ever. Collisions are a bit off now, especially on rolling. There's some issues in some places with rolling on some of the older maps. But it's definitely manageable, even on 0%. Petrus, the Zakim is nice. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it keeps you wanting more, nah, they're doing the right job, isn't it? It was a good 12-minute though. The shit banged hard. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and just show this to you guys. You can hear it. Do you hear the walking in the background? You hear it? That's when you've paused the replay and your character's still running. Just make sure you don't do that. It'll ruin your videos. As a product of not saving your replays, you know, you lose that clip. Up the Euro's nice. That crook, flip out, it's nice. It just feels long. It feels long watching a 2.5 minute edit raw without music, doesn't it? Yeah, what up, Dusky? Go off from cue ball.
I don't want to pick.
That's clean. See, this is the shit we don't see enough of. Just some nice flat grounds. That was a... Hold on. Was that late? I don't think it was late. It's just a heavy pivot. Yeah. That cracked me up so much. Alright, I'm done replaying that. That was funny though. I like that nollie flip out. That's cool. Damn, there's a lot of flips there. That had to be accidental. That's clean, man. Up the volcano. Oh man, that was a nice fakey. Fakey, no, it's nollie. Nollie barrier flip. Front nose, nollie flip out. Oh, I don't think that Suski planted. That's dope. Nice and clean shove. Big spin. Fuck, it's like 2:30 in the hour for me. It's getting late. I need to go for a skate. AC fans, sorry, he dipped out early. Recovering. For real. Yeah, I think Bilbo's got all his shots done. I was reading that the Pfizer COVID shot saying you need a third one now. Right? That was nice. Hit a blunt, flip out. So dope. So clean. The long front foot too. Held it nice. That was nice. Backside flip. In the bank. All the A5 guys go hard, man. I like that kicking out. It kicks out. That's sick. Comfy choice of song, man. This is like the Bizarro version of Gank Sinatra on song selection. Clean lip. Nice blunt. Woo! There you go. That was a hard flip, right? Oh shit! Stairs to gap. Yeah, it's a streets too, dude. We're getting another angle here, aren't we? Yeah, I knew it. Fuck, that was hard. You guys ready for sesh line? No technical difficulties here today, nah.
You better bring some better tricks among us. Cause that shit was sus! Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum. Do, do, do.
Oh, hello there and welcome to our brand new debut first episode of Seshline. Your coffee break, little dabble on some of the hottest session clips going on today. I'm one of your hosts, the Hoon Balloon.
The
With
Hoon
me,
Balloon.
Begrudgingly, is Disco. Hey, Disco, smile! Alright, here we go. One of my
You'll
new
notice a
favorite
bit of
skaters
clipping
coming here
on
the scene
Hoon's shoulder.
with our
I feel like
first
they should
clip.
have swapped
I like
places
to
so
sing
he
a little
wouldn't have
song. It
clipped
goes,
out on the left side.
Don't scam.
See that clip on the left side?
No, I'm not the singing type. I'm not the singing type.
Scam so close to me. Because, I can't be within 300 yards.
And
but this first trick is great. It opens up with like a
I think another
kaleidoscope
thing
of
you guys
visions,
could
all
do
the
to
different colors.
improve
off. He goes,
on
look
this
at my
is if
brand new nightlight. Now
in
I'm safe
between
the
your
dark.
lines,
But he can only skate
you
in
look
broad
over
daylight
to where the
because
other
of the
guy is going to be
bedtime
sitting. They'll sort of add to that immersion.
I honestly feel offended by this clip, Hoon, because me as a colorblind person, there's way too many colors over here that I'm hearing about that I just don't see on my eye spectrum, and I find this clip highly offensive. And it's also very offensive that I don't know what fucking trick this is. It's on a different dimension. It's just uncalled for. We need to have a sit down talk with Don't Scam about this clip.
It's a shove cancel.
Well, we call this trick the Big Wish, because you might not know this, but Don't Scam is possessed by an ancient skate genie. It's proven. You can see it.
I'd
Scam,
like to see the
magic
science
carpet
behind that
skateboard
one.
deck now.
Don't get too touchy-feely with that trick, but we're just gonna move on from it.
Oh, that's a bad joke. Moving on. Oh man, is it time to take lunch yet? Disco, when's our lunch?
Lunch is literally every single hour for you, Hoon.
Look over.
I'm gonna tell
That'd
my
been
mother you
perfect.
said that. Actually, it's fry time right now. This is a fry guy coming in here. He don't care about nothing. He's the
It's a good segue. Lunchtime, fry time.
Down the loop.
What? Hold on,
The writing that went into this
rewind
is
what
pretty
you
good.
just said,
I think it's
Hoon.
going over some people's
What
heads.
did you just
He don't
say?
care about gravity. He just like jumping over things, like out of my way, and then he's going down a loop.
What part's the loop?
Right there, when you play it again and it loops over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's an editing effect. That's not real life.
He's not rewinding space and time.
No,
The
he
way you
cannot.
asked
He
that-
cannot bend time.
He's not rewinding
I don't know,
space
he
and
must
time?
be a wizard doing tricks like this. Why isn't he bending time?
I'm not sure. Probably because he's a dirty, filthy hippie, doing his hippie flip to a front side board, but he cannot bend time, sir.
How you gonna be bored when he's going from the past, the hippie, straight out of livestock, woodstock, all the stocks, everything's in stock. Now it's sold out because he's doing these crazy tricks. I gotta
Buy
buy
stocks now.
All right. We're out of stock now. If you bought those three, let's move on to the next clip.
All right. This is Tiny Face Gorilla, and that next trick's gonna make it go bananas.
We need the guys over at Seshline to create a Tiny Face Gorilla t-shirt for everybody. Post it in the Sesher. Have your own brand, Seshline brand. I'm down with that. Your first post should be Seshline. New stonks available. Now in stonk. Buy stonks now. Then do a little like chart graph emoji in there and then release the shirt. That's what we need. We need Seshline shirts in the Sesher Discord. Get a brand going. I'll rock that shit. Tiny Face Gorilla decks.
Hey Disco, did you ever wake up in the middle
Make
of
Tiny
night,
Face
tired,
Gorilla a thing, a
cold
staple
sweat,
of
screaming,
Seshline.
Not feeling right, wondering how you got here?
Literally every
live.
single fucking night, man.
How long?
It's like we're on our own
2
stuff.
hours, 9 minutes
It's
so
almost
far,
like we live in a
Menace.
simulation. And that's what Simulated Session thought with his next trick. I like to call this the gentleman's teapot. Tip me over and hit a rail.
The gentleman's
What would you call
teapot.
this trick?
Hoon, this isn't a rail. That's a ledge. Come on, man. Read a book. We just talked about this with Fry's last clip, that education is key. So let's educate here. This is a nice underground ledge where he's doing a fantastic frontside board, and he's shifting his way to his front forward foot to do a what we call a nose blunt in the industry. You need to take some notes here, Hoon. I mean, Simulated Session did a fantastic job putting some new innovations on there, switching from 2 feet pressure to 1 foot pressure. It's great. I might have invented it myself, but no one's gonna claim that. It's me. But Hoon, your teapot thing isn't too bad either. It's pretty cute.
Reaction.
Disco. Rails, much like people, come in all shapes and sizes. This is just a big girl rail.
This rail is kind of thick.
Beautiful as all the others.
This is a thick rail, bud.
It is a thick rail, and we're whining and dining, tipping our hat at the end. Simulated Sessions out to get himself a nice steak dinner.
You bet your sweet bippy he is. All right, moving on.
All right, Disco. This is our last clip of the show. This is coming from. I believe it's. Oh man, can I buy a vowel? Can Pat say
in the background, that screen is what you should cut out, and then have the Wheel of Fortune thing spinning. That would have been dope.
Please, oh snap! He got him with the virtual owl. Cacao! Bird of prey on that rail. Watch out for all those kids' stickers, though.
Yeah, hopefully those are all scratch and sniff. So when you went by on that 50/50, it smelled real nice. But I mean, Val's just throwing down a tray flip to backside 50/50, and it's fantastic. I don't know what are you calling this trick? I told you what it is textbook, but what are you calling this one?
I want to see the B-roll from Seshline.
I hear you say tray flip, but a tray flip to me is when I'm waiting 5 minutes at the Burger King. I ask for the sweet, delicious Hershey pie. My fries are soggy, filled with salt.
What is a Hershey pie?
That son of a bitch. I said, bring it back with no salt.
A chocolate pie?
You need to be more respectful to our service industry workers. That's just disrespectful, Val, or to Val. It's I don't know. We need to work on that with you offset, but. Yeah, fantastic work over there, Val.
Sea salt sizzler.
I feel like Val could take an ad lib right there where
a what?
Disco like stutters. He says that's so disrespectful, Val. Throw that in as
I have no idea what that is.
That'd be dope.
Come on, Disco. Come on. You ever seen a sea salt sizzler?
What are these words coming out of your fucking mouth?
You know, don't worry. You'll catch up to speed in the next episodes. I want to thank everybody for joining us. For use on the pot, it's time to wipe your ass. See you next time.
Such an original thing to do. I've been thinking for a long time about doing. It would actually been the same name. It would have been Seshline, but it would have been a Gary Rogers type homage. The problem with that is just I was going to use a session character to do it, and then I just didn't. I thought it looked kind of cheesy. I'd love to see like a Seshline NBD type thing. That'd be sick.
For a good time, send you tricks to Seshline Discord.
But I like what they've done. The format's really original. I think it's sick.
Drinking beer, smoking marijuana.
This is from Disco, Hero to Zero.
Contemplating suicide.
Catch that bonk there. That bonk right on top of the trash can. It's only because of the bad clipping on the collision, but it's definitely there. So you guys don't miss it. So he goes for the bonk right there. That's tasty. Earballs. Can't hear you, I'm wearing a towel. I don't know what you're talking about. This shit sounds tasty. There's a clean and flip back into the bank. That angle there, like this is the only angle I think it takes away from the videos. Whoa. Going through the rail, that kind of threw me off a bit. I swear, okay guys, tell me if I'm tripping, honestly. You used to be able to roll up and skate through this gap. Did this gap not between the rail and the wall, did that not get skinnier since 06? I know I'm not nuts. Tell me. It got skinnier since 06, right? I don't think it's low key. He's high key killing shit. It's fucking obvious how hard he's killing shit. Run that back. Make sure you catch that bonk. Right there. Oh, get a willy bonk on it. Okay, so I knew I wasn't tripping, ain't I? Like, I'm gonna run that back for everyone so you don't miss out. Just watch carefully. Watch this. Right? So we got a fucking. It's a Suski, front Suski, right? Going to 50. Pushing it out into overcrook. And then 180 out. Nollie 180 out. We did have a King of the Hill there, yeah.
Just like that.
Eric in Paris, Millennium's Ducats. Squadron.
It's from Nah Kelly. The end, full length, feature part. Hooney, I think we can get it in. I think we can. Good music selection now. Chuck it in the edits channel, Hoon. I'll chuck Scams and yours in, and I'll chuck mine in as well.
Interesting like war stories, witty BMD, the fame and the glory, the boy wonder, the second nature, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the eraser, upon the crossfader, from Brooklyn, Albany projects, been around the world with the DJ sets.
Yo, the track drives me to excel. Scratch is dangerous like the third rail. Got to feel like rail, stay charged like the Duracell. Showstopper, knock the cats out like rock and sock. Can't stop me, so play your hating is your only option. Hands quick in the Roy Jones with no headphones. BK Albany PJs where my man's home. PMD is Scratch, the quarterback. Melting wax, flipping more tracks than air track.
So on now, baby.
Just gonna pause it there. Add because there's 4 parts in this. Gonna add Hoons and Scams. So just chuck Scams in first, and then we're gonna chuck in Hoonies. And I think I didn't add my edit to the playlist, so I'll just chuck that in after I chuck these in. Bear me 1 sec. Yeah, mine's not in the playlist, so I'll chuck that in as well. And we'll end it on that. I've got a couple of IRL clips I'll be showing at the end of the stream, and then we're going to be having a look to see who's streaming, and we'll chuck a raid out. So I've got 4 videos left in here.
This is the fucking shit I be talking
Just has to be unlisted, Hoon. If I was you, I'd start maybe posting the stream link to your like friends or Discord or whatever. Let them know it's going to be premiering in about 15 minutes, roughly. This was a big grind. That was so dope. Love that ledge. Nah. Fucking with your mind.
Stop talking shit, cause you're out there running your mouth and really don't know who you fucking with. Here we go again. How many times do I have to tell you rap niggas I have no friends? You still acting up, running around here like
That was a fakey salad. I'm running that back. What are you talking about? Where's the fakey salads at? Right here. I ain't never seen no fakey salads. That's why you killed it now. Step down. Over that same bin, just go on. Meat salad. What are the ingredients in a meat salad now? Speaking of that, I'm gonna heat up some pasta bake.
Talking about what you got will get you hit. I'm not a nice person. We done smacked the shit out you twice, dog, and that's before I start cursing. I stay flipping. 1 minute I'm cool, the next minute I'm a bone nigga ripping. That's my style. I'm a cruddy nigga, leave you all bloody nigga. Service with a smile. Suck my dick. All you niggas that been to jail before know this about to get thick. Let's get it on, baby. You gon' be going against 4 niggas in 1, and you think you crazy? I lost my mind. I'm about to make you lose your tooth from far away. One time.
What is American cheese? Is that like the processed cheese slices that you peel from the plastic?
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me. And every now and then I spend my time at rhyme and verse and curse those faults in me. And then along comes Mary. And along comes Mary. And does she wanna give me kicks and started to give me bigger memories? Or maybe rather gather tests from all the trials and tribulations no one ever sees. I was sure I'd say lunch. Now I am the cup, tasting sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch.
That's such a clean flip out. I struggle to tell if that's like a Suski or if it's a tail. Or is it? Because it starts Suski and then I swear it goes in a tail, right?
Fire is the fire in the eyes of chicks whose sickness is the games they play. And when the masquerade is played and neighbor folks make jokes as who is most to blame today. And then along comes Mary. And along comes Mary. And does she want a second name? You see reality from her, she got her name. And will they struggle much with over such a tender touch of hers will make them not the same. I was sure I'd say lunch.
Man, everyone's been hitting this rail in veterans.
Sweet as the punch. The gas and plastic kids are flung across the stars. The psychodramas and the traumas gone. The songs are left unsung and hung upon the stars. And then along comes Mary. And along comes Mary. And does she want to see the stage?
A lot of fakey Suskis in today's content review as well.
Or will their waking eyes reflect the lies and make them realize that age of life is sight no more? Now I am the color, tasting sweet as the punch. Sweet as the punch.
punch. Yummy that I was sure up to lunch. Now my empty cup tastes as sweet as the punch.
I was saying, when you did the premiere, you should have done an introduction to the WWF presenter voice. That was
Sweet as the punch.
so fucking cool. Oh, damn. I don't know what's going on there. Like, every time I played it back, I was just like... The way that it rocks out and the landing, that's the only thing that irks me out of this whole edit. Like 12 minutes of burners and then just the ollie was so weird. And then it rocks up again. They need to improve the physics. That was so nice. Big Phoebe. Fuck, I love cheese. That was a nice tail in a switch Suski. Still get that happening on barracks though. I think it's the collisions need to be updated on the floor.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my only friend. The end of our elaborate plans. The end of every
Switch Smith, nice front side.
no safety or surprise. The end. I'll never look into your eyes again.
See, everybody out here stacking clips. Nas been out here making a farm.
Can you picture what will be so madness and free?
I love that. Simple big ollie.
Of some stranger's hand in a desperate land.
What's up, Red? So the crook's gone. Back crook, goodbye. Fakey Suski's gone. That's gonna be Nas' edit. His last edit. Can we get an F in the chat for Nas? Hey, see, I'll put tip in there. Is it from Clips Port Session from CD? Experimenting with the new RMS update. Just something short and sweet. Don't scams, hit him with a K. So, man scam was session this. Raki joined in for a while, and that was sort of what inspired me to do a whole edit on killing the Chatham for that ledge. I like that scam, that's nice. Let's go, clips. Nah, man. That's no good. That's no good. I saw that. You like, it's like you paused in midair and then popped. Physics. Once physics gets improved though, get transitions and wall rides. Fakey sus. Ah. Struggling to eat here. Saved my jumper. I like really thought we were getting that wet. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. You guys ready to play? Gonna be Hoon Balloon's premiere. Skate off. That's some creativity off the bat. Jesus Christ, Hoon. That's dope. Never thought of that. Never crossed my mind. Yeah! Disruptive friendship, everyone. Of the night, man. Of the sun. I hate you. You know what? I hate you, Hoon. I was actually gonna use this song, the more acoustic version, like from the earlier video in the series. I'm actually pissed off now. I was like, I got 3 songs I was lining up for my next edit. God damn it, Hoon. Maybe I still get away with it if I use a different version. I'm gonna run back like 20 seconds for you. I'm actually mad. I'm so mad. Oh. I think I said the nah like forever ago. Was it nah? It was someone I was talking about Philly, and I was just like, I want to use this song. And I slept on it for so long. I should have just got it out. I'm so mad. Fucking proud of you though for using it. It's such a good song, man. Nice gap. I don't think I'll be fine. I'm never gonna recover from Hoon. You see what he's done with the editing too. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. The night, man. See what he's doing? It was exactly what I was gonna do. Get out of my thoughts, Hoon. I need some alfoil for my head. He's reading my thoughts. So sad. I'm so sad.
Scars and wounds.
It's true.
But you will never see these cuts. Burnt down to the core, ashes with the dust. I just always rush. I think way too much.
And friendship to everyone.
Out in the dark, I'm a night rider. Head
Head down, flying fast, skydiver. Didn't make the cut like it's live wire. Thread the needle like I'm Maya.
Oh, that was sweet. Did that dark slide touch both sides of the monkey bars? That was cool.
24 hours, still thinking about you. But I know
There's a big gap.
playing with my brain and I'm riding with no root.
Oh, is that melon?
Head down, flying fast, skydiver.
Damn.
Didn't make the cut like it's live
Casper in
wire.
the front 5-0, yeah?
Out in the dark, I'm a night rider.
What are you like deciding whether or not to hold the manny?
Y'all wanna pop to this, Medusa wanna rock to this.
Oh, that was fat.
But I came back double dip.
Yeah. Variation, nice. Holy shit, okay. Running that back, that was nice. Shifty and pivot, like cross leg. Landing cross legs. Pressure flip out, nice. Some creative skating in there, dude. You gotta get off the orbit cam, mate. With the shaking.
Give him Astro with a cash flow. Now the flow smooth like backstroke. Like row with a paddle. I win wars, yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a way to avoid that. If you go in with orbit cam and you time it for one full rotation and then set it to free cam and then set the first keyframe to free cam, it won't bounce.
Drop to the beat, I'm a leader, defeat anything in my way. Better move, I don't play, let it loose and I spray like headshots all day to the dome, let me say like don't match me, I'm old school,
Oh,
Jurassic.
that's
Yo,
dope.
new wave, ain't a cool wave, I'm frozen, I'm classic.
What?
Ain't a cool wave, I'm frozen, I'm
Okay. Lip into... How the fuck did you do that? Did the truck go through the rail? Lip in a fakey 5-0. Oh, switch 5-0. Switch 5-0. Switch nose. Fucking does my head in. Is it switch nose? Booney Hullen.
They've been scouting me like they watching every move. Yeah, I'm sitting on the headlines like we talking about the news. They talking way too much like they been up in my shoes. You better watch out, this night rider on the loose. This night rider on the loose.
Ah, that was clean. That wasn't. The fuck? Get him. Charles Fusion here. That's a nice baddie. That is nice. In a lip? Okay. Is it lip? Nah, because you started in a mani, so technically it's lip, right? But it's a border rotation. Clap, clap. And you guys can also mirror all these posts in the Scrub Club channel in Search Code if you want. Like anyone in Scrub Club, get it mirrored in that channel. Whoever's got admin perms to it. Because I know there's like so many people in Scrub Club. So get like Ghost or Soapy to update that for you. You love your dark slides, huh? It was nice though with a mani tap out. That was cool. Oh, over the gap in the tiles. That's cool. I saw that. Nice kickflip rotation out of it. That was cool. What song is this? Oh, you got like a millisecond of B-roll in there. You could have kept that in there with like a zoom on it or something. Smash Brothers, okay. That's a nice hippie. Hippie to dark. You love the dark slides. God damn. That was sick. Clean landing too. Yeah. But you could have paused on it and you could have zoomed in. It's one of them things like when you preview. It's a tip I got to give to people, like when you're actually doing your edits and stuff. If you preview in your editor, you don't always see everything because sometimes there's lag in there when you're looking at clips, especially if you have transitions and whatnot put in there. It takes time, and if you've got a long edit, it sucks. But watch your edits all the way through before you post it. Like, always do a revision before you do a final render. Caught me a couple of times when I edited here's the end part. There was a few things in there I fucked up really badly, and I'm glad went through and caught it all. Alright, so final session video for the day. And then I'll just for shits and giggles, we'll do some IRL shit skateboarding. You can see how bad I am. And yeah, so this is my last edit, which is Killing a Chatham. Can do. Will Scott battled this spot for like 2 hours to get those. I was like, alright, you can have the blunts. I tried forever to get nose blunts, but it was just so difficult. What else going on with the quality? Quality's going down here. Got an issue with quality for some reasons. Displaying real low quality on stream, I don't know why. These are some of the hardest tricks, getting the actual ollie up. You have to bone into it and then not roll off. Yeah. Adding weather to session be a big thing, I think. So big props to RMS. Get an RMS in the chat. Get an X in the chat for RMS. So I got the 5-0 in, and I found it really hard to get the salads in. Salads were really hard to stick on that ledge. I count that as a salad, but it's only because it was on the apex of that, just the edge of the ledge. My battle, I think salad might have been the one I battled the most for. Might have been an hour and a half trying to get both of those. And I think the back wheelie was about an hour to get that. Now you do what they told ya. They just claim copyright and you can't monetize it. Big fakey 5-0. I think Disco liked this grind. It was all about that one in Premiere. I find it harder to edit the timing on rock songs, but I feel like I did a pretty good job on it. But this is only volume 1. It's just one spot. So volume 2 will be coming out. Hard on the Mongo push. Begin with Hill. I think Disco was asking like what happened there because I cut it at the power slide. I actually cut the song short by about 4 riffs. With the power slide though, what happened was like he stops and then when I let go of the power slide, he rolls forward just a tiny little bit, hits the curb and then he rolls backwards and it looked really stupid. He was like, "Oh, did you bail?" And I was like, "It wasn't a bail, it just looked really dumb." And I had to turn the friction up past 100, it was like 200% friction on power slides just to get him to stop in time. And I had to put, everything's on default, but I did have to put the speed up, like the running speed when you run and you caveman on your board, because it was the only way I could get it without getting the weird push glitch where you go into switch. But yeah, that was all default 0%. It was fucking good, man. So now, I guess we'll do the display capture. I'll throw that on and get some IRL clips in here just from what I was doing the other day, just to end things with, and then we'll cast a raid out to someone if anyone's streaming. Get some music in here while we wait for a sec. Okay. See if I can get this to fit under the video review overlay. Yep. Boom. Okay, looks like that's working. Where's my Be Right Back screen? I'll just grab the videos.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
Oh, I think we're good to go.
We're out here skating. Well, I'm skating. Steve's looking for jobs.
Because we're just working on like
Steven's
some slappy grinds and
He's a real
shit.
skater out here. You don't rock the Thrasher hoodie. You rock the William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
This is what we were trying to skate. There's this massive bolt on the edge of it and it kept getting in the way when we're doing slappies. So I ended up removing it.
Well, we just spent the curb like this.
That thing was sticking out so much.
Excalibur.
Excalibur. I think I was trying to get front 50s on this. I don't know if I landed it in this clip. Oh yeah, there it is. Steve died a few times. He rolled his ankle real bad yesterday. She was swollen up like a forehead, like my forehead. I was trying to switch slappy 50s.
Alright.
I don't know what I got here. I don't think I landed anything. Welcome back, Scam. I don't think Steve ended up landing a 50 that day. Still trying to like pop in a slappies. Yeah, that's my back crook. I don't know, would you say it's a crook or a nose? Because it's definitely like back truck's completely off. But I feel like with crooks you need to really put them sideways for them to look good, eh? Yeah, slappy back crook. That was super hype. Yeah, I'm still learning. Oh, I did actually get a front crook. What the fuck? I thought I didn't land it. Yeah, that's definitely a crook. Holy shit, I actually got it. I spent like 2 hours after this trying to get it, so we can skip all that footage. So he actually snapped his board. Daniel snapped his board trying to do his kickflips today. No, yesterday he snapped it. Gets a little bit hectic there. It's a very small park. Cully actually did a rendition of this park, but we haven't got the whole background and stuff to it. I don't know, I've never snapped a board. I've only ever like destroyed the kicks out, that's it. Like just chipped the shit out of them, that's it. Still trying not to mob my flips. I think Rick actually got like fakey, almost landed a fakey tray here. Where was it? Oh, he got real close. No, he actually did land on the day. That's Rick, in the all black, the other guy in the all black. So, trying to pop my kickflips have been hard for me. I still rocket them and mob them too much, so. This is me trying to coach Rick. I had to do a fucking fakey tray, I can't even land a tray. Getting better, I'm slowly getting better at kickflips, but I'm always rolling my front foot, so shit makes me nervous. Start doing ollies like straight away, and don't do them sitting still. Do them with like very little amount of speed. When you do shit sitting still, it doesn't really help you when you start trying to do it rolling. It makes rolling seem scary when it's not. It's actually safer to do shit rolling. So like, yeah, once you've got your rolling and stuff down, it's really good to practice your ollies just rolling at very slow speed. This might be where Rick got the fakey tray. Nah, that's my heel flip. I've got footage of the fakey tray in here though. I think he gets it 3 times. 2 times he gets clean. That was a really bad heel, but I kept it because I was struggling that day. Like I've been to the board in a while. Such a bad heel flip. Not bad for my age. This might be it. Yeah. He got toe touch on it. So he's like, nah, I'm gonna do it again. So he got that clean, but he went too close to the camera. He wasn't happy with it. You can hear him saying it. That's too close. Fakey shove. Steve's still learning. He's getting some good tricks down. That's so close on this. He gets it in here somewhere. Where is it?
That's 3, baby.
He got it in so clean. I don't know how I missed it. This might, I don't know if this is it. No. Where is it? It's in here. This is it. I think this is it. Ah, it's in here somewhere for sure. There it is. So much steez. It just looked so effortless the way he fucking landed it. I got kneed in the nuts. And then Steve was like, yeah, I'll film you doing a mani on the mani pad because I couldn't land shit that day. He's like, I'll give you 3 tries. That was the first try, I got tail drag. Second try, I think I got toe drag on it. Yeah, tell me about it. But like, we're still very amateur, man, so it's not really going to do the film any justice. And plus, like, we try and encourage everyone in our group to skate as well. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, like, people who watch my vlogs, I do this weird, like, autistic thing where, like, I always hold my finger like this on my right hand when I'm about to do a trick. Like, I'll roll up, I'll put my arm down, and I'll have my finger out like this. It's really weird. I'm trying to stop doing it, but I can't. So, yeah. That's it. That's Sesher stream over, guys. It's been fun, as always. So we're going to see if anyone's on session at the moment, and we're going to chuck a raid out. This is my magical balance finger. Yeah, no one's on session. Does anyone feel like streaming? Throw a raid out to you. It's funny because like with Steve, he's been. I put this piece of plastic rubbish bag, like I tied it onto his front truck, and it became like his lucky charm. Every time he fucking like touches it, and he tries to land a trick, he lands something massive. So we got our weird little superstitions or something like that when it comes to skating, I guess. Like people always tap their board before they do something, or they flip their board around or something, finger flip it, you know. Yeah, go skate, Scam. Have a good day skating, bro. Streaming's always going to be there if you get injured. But when you got a nice day, today's a nice day for me. We got spring here in the UK. It's starting to look nice outside, so can't pass up on that opportunity. Nobody's streaming session. Can't believe it. Kind of a sad end of the stream. Usually we get a good raid in there for someone. Oh well. I guess we'll just call it a day there. But yeah, whenever you guys see the session stream up, just keep in mind, like if when the stream starts, if you got an hour or two before you want to stream, just hang around, and then once you're streaming, first person, you can, I guess first person answer it if they're live. Once we come to the end of the stream, I'll throw the stream on. If anyone who's in the Sesher Squad community, always put community first, but we'll just call it a day there anyway. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. And whether you're session at home or you're out there in the street having a skate today, stay safe, have a good day. And thank you for all the contributions. Couldn't do this without everybody in the community. Peace out.